Yo, have you ever wondered why you try, and you're not hitting your results? Let me just give you a little secret. It's not because you suck. And trust me, I have told myself that numerous times. I suck, I'm a failure, I'm so embarrassed, I'm ashamed. Because I find myself in the same bullshit over and over and over again. You know what? Those are our challenges. And it is something that's being presented. If you keep getting the same lesson over and over again, there's something to learn there. That's one way I've actually learned to look at it. Because have you ever noticed that when you finally overcome some sort of challenge in life, how accomplished you feel, and you're like, shit, I got through this and I learned this and I am so much more awesome? That is how all of these challenges are. And when we step out of the story of this is how my life is and this is why I suck, and start to work on that, we get so much further. I have notes here, so I'm just going to be referring to them because I don't want to forget anything, and I want to make sure I don't make this video super long. So one of the reasons we fail is because sorry, I got a message on my freaking, calm down, phone. One of the reasons we fail is because we always focus on our symptoms, all of the things that are resulting from our thoughts and our beliefs, instead of the actual origin of the issue. It's like we have a huge gash on our arm and it's bleeding like crazy, and we just keep cleaning up the blood, but we don't actually close up the wound, or figure out that something keeps slicing it. We don't actually get to the root cause. We just keep treating the symptoms because it's like whack-a-mole. It's like we're not aware of what's underlying, and that's just our monkey brain and our ego keeping us busy. It doesn't want us to move out of what we're already used to, because that is familiar, and anything outside of that could be us getting eaten by a bear. It doesn't know no better. It's just they're just trying to keep us safe, our primal brain and our ego. So that's why we'll repeatedly see the same kind of lesson popping back up on us, because it means we haven't actually addressed the root cause. So that's a good news. Once you realize that, you realize, oh shit, okay, there's more to this than what I originally thought. And that doesn't mean you suck. It just means we've got more to look at. We got to troubleshoot a little bit further. And that's why it's so great working with a life coach. Working with me, I'm going to help show you where you are winning right now. The things that you are so awesome at, things that we don't even celebrate because we're too busy trying to check off the next box, that we don't even take the time to acknowledge the fact that we've kicked ass. And we're going to use that in other areas of your life. And the thing is we're always so busy trying to check off the next box, the next box, the next box. And I have a question. What if today was your last day? And that meant that today was your finish line for this existence. And I have to ask you, if that was true, did you enjoy this trip thus far? Have you been really in it and feeling it and appreciating it and loving your life? And that doesn't mean every single fucking moment, but I'm saying, have you been present, or has it all flown by because you're so busy chasing the next thing? Have you wasted it all away agonizing about all the future nexus that could be coming along? Nexts, not like a nexus. It's best to have just the general idea of where you are heading next and further on down the road, obviously, because you want to be in the proper trajectory for your life. But then it is very important to just be present in the moment where you are. And a way for this to make more sense is to just imagine that you are traveling across the country in a car. So you're starting at Washington. Okay, if you're in America, you're starting at Washington, D.C., and you're going to drive all the way to like San Diego, California. Okay? Now, if you're leaving Washington and all you're thinking about and looking at is pictures of San Diego, California, while you're driving your fucking car, you're not going to be paying attention to the road or cars, weather, anything around you. You're not going to be enjoying the beautiful sunsets. You're just going to be focused on that. And what is going to freaking happen? Anything can fucking happen. You could end up in an accident. You could miss some of the best moments of your life because you're too busy imagining getting to San Diego, California. You're too busy focusing on that final stop, which isn't even ever your actual final stop. We're always going somewhere, no matter what. Even if you don't have a plan, you don't have a vision, you're going somewhere. And you're ending up somewhere, and then you're going somewhere else. And so it's our choice to pick where we're going and how we're getting there, how we're showing up. And as your life coach, I help you figure that shit out so that you can go through life with way more flow, way more joy in the chaos of life, because life isn't easy. We're here in this human existence. We have human emotions. We have so much shit that can happen in life. We've got everybody else around us, and it takes a lot of mindset work to be able to have the thoughts that support us in the best way possible while we navigate through our lives. And the more in touch we are with ourselves and the more self-aware we are and the better we flow, the better it is for all of those around us. We are setting an example. We are leveling up our community. We are leveling up our families, our friends, because we're setting that example and we're showing them that this is possible. You can do this. You can have the results that you want. And if you haven't seen them yet, despite numerous times of trying, it's because there's some kind of thought error, root cause in there that has been adopted since young childhood, before you had an opportunity to actually consciously make that choice about it. It was planted in there, and we've decided that's real. And the more you level up, the more mountains you cut down, the more you realize there's other mountains and hills that have also grown in there. And so it's a constant journey. But each time you are able to break through one of these things, you get so much better at doing this. My job isn't to have you dependent on me your whole life. My job is to make sure that you become your number one source to figuring out your shit. And eventually, you don't need me. That's why my main offer is a 12-week program. I mean, we can do 12 months and 6 months, but that's neither here nor there. Literally 12 weeks. If you are ready to make the changes and you are ready to work with me, and you are ready now. That's the other thing I was trying to think of. 12 weeks is all you freaking need. The first 6 weeks, within 6 weeks, we could literally already have made some major breakthroughs. And so from 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to start actually seeing definite breakthroughs. And after that, we're just helping to solidify that. And I give you a joy and wellness survey. You fill it all out before our first call. And that helps us to see a snapshot of where you are right now. And then by the end of the 12 weeks, we do another one, because I want you to see your growth, because we never see it ourselves. We never give ourselves the cred that we deserve or the accolades, because we are always the hardest on ourselves. And I want you to see how badass you really are. So I love sharing those because it is mind-blowing. Every time I actually see one for myself, from my personal experiences, I'm like, and I'm so proud of myself. And there is no better feeling than to be so proud of yourself and then know that you got your own back and that you are a badass. So hit me up. Let's get a consult. Let's do this thing.